And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tech 20 Tuesday. We're glad to be back for another year. And Tech 20 Tuesday, as you know, is just exactly what it says, 20 minutes talking about some kind of a digital tool. And of course, it's Tuesday afternoon. So today is November 8th, in case you happen to be catching this on YouTube on a delay. Today we wanted to give you a chance and take a chance to stroll through our Digital Teacher Resource Center. So one of the things that we've been really working hard on in the last couple of years, our team, is trying to put together and curate and create a number of digital resources for teachers on a number of different topics. And we've put together, I think, a pretty good resource package for teachers who are really looking to find out about information on a number of things. So we're going to jump right in there. So to find our digital teacher resource page, the easiest way, and I will put the link in the chat here as well, but the easiest way, and on YouTube, I'll put it down in the comments, is to go to the Anglophone West School District Facebook page, just here on the front page, and click on About ASD-W. And of course, we are all volunteers. So we'll find all of our resources under employment and volunteering, or we're not volunteers, we are teachers. So we are employees. So we're going to click on employees, and then we're going to find view resources for employees. And you're going to find a couple of links here. One of them is for teacher digital resources. Another one is for teacher learning resources. So the learning resources cover really a myriad of subject areas, some language arts, literacy, all kinds of different stuff in there. But the digital tools that we feature fall here under the digital teacher resources. So this is a private space. It's kind of like a vault because all the good stuff is kept in here. And so we're going to quickly just sort of have a little quick look around here for today. So if you are looking for resources pretty much on any of our platforms, you're going to find it here. I do want to take a couple of quick looks at a couple of very specific ones and a little bit of a dive into them just for a couple of minutes later. But you're going to find stuff here on Microsoft Teams, on the Microsoft 365, used to be Office 365 suite of tools, Bookings. If you're not familiar with Bookings, a lot of schools are now using it to book parent-teacher conferences. But you can use it for a whole bunch of different purposes. If you're having students or teachers trying to sign up for, or parents trying to sign up for things. Flipgrid, which is a really cool video communication and response platform for students. Great opportunities in there for assessment. Some general technology support. The digital responsibility framework, I'm going to have a look at this in a little bit, just to dive into it just for a shallow dive. The Power Teacher Pro, if you're, and I know that we're coming up close to report card time, and so Power School, Power Teacher, are a lot of teachers have a lot of questions about that, and so there's some really great resources in here, and we'll take a little look in there as well. Forums, which are being used across the district for a whole bunch of different things, so you can do all kinds of surveys and collect data from parents and students can do the same thing as well. School Messenger, which if you're not familiar with it, it takes it allows teachers and administrators to send text, voice, and email messages out to parents and other people who are on their lists. Minecraft, I'm really having a lot of fun with Minecraft lately with students, so there's some really cool stuff in there. Class OneNote, some how-to videos, Sway, accessibility and assistive tech, Outlook, which is our email platform, the end of year and semester on how to sort of archive and pack up all your stuff, your digital stuff for the year, Brightspace and D2L, and so there's some really cool stuff in there. It's becoming increasingly popular in the high school crowd. And we've got all of our Learn East presentations that were virtual for a couple of years are in here. So lots of great information on copyright, Microsoft Word support, and Lumio. So let's just take a quick look inside and you'll see what we're looking at. So when you come into any one of these, you're going to find a lot of links. So it will say, it'll give you a brief description. So the Lumio teacher guide created by Smart, and the link is here. It takes you there. Video training snippets, and the PL presentation given to Buxton Cake staff on July 19th, 2022. So there's a video there. So you can see that a lot of the stuff has been curated. So it's created by external groups. And a lot of so Smart obviously owns Lumio and supports it. So they've got a lot of great training stuff, but also there's a lot of stuff here created by our team. So this one here is a video of some session, and then it's got some great ideas here and some add-on stuff, how to add the French language to the Microsoft Edge browser, a lot of PDFs and videos. So you're going to see all kinds of good stuff in any one of these. And we'll just take a quick look here into Microsoft Teams. So you're going to be able to see. And it's pretty extensive on some of these. So when you look at Teams, beginning steps using Teams, accessing Teams, quick start guide for Teams. And some of these, again, are created by our team, and some of them are created by external groups, and we've curated them. So there are literally, as you can see here, some really great stuff, even as far as going like team meeting etiquette tips. So how can we sit and talk to our students about etiquette when we're doing online meetings or using Microsoft Teams inside the classroom or for in some kind of a blended learning environment? How to schedule class meetings in Outlook Online, how to do all kinds of different things. So there are literally hundreds and hundreds of videos and other resources in here that are going to help you as a teacher navigate your way around. So the two things I did want to have a quick look at here is Power Teacher Pro. If you are looking for support on Power Teacher Pro, Mark Michaud is the Power School lead for the district, and his email is connected inside there as well, and I'll show it to you in a minute again. So that's Mark, and so Mark is able to give you one-on-one individualized support or support you as one of a group of teachers at a school or at a grade level or however it might be, and so he's got a lot of great stuff. So how student usernames and passwords and email report for teachers and how to find them. But you'll notice here that there's a link in here, the Power School Playbook website. And that's created by the Power School Provincial team. So if you're a teacher right now and you're trying to figure out Power Teacher and Power School for report card purposes, and I know that we're starting to get into that, and there's a lot of new teachers in our system. If you're one of them, the resources inside the playbook will really help you a lot, and Mark can help you sort of figure out after that where you want to go with it. The last piece I did want to take a dive into today is this digital responsibility framework. One of the things that our team has been really focusing on in the last year or two has been the idea of digital citizenship. There's a lot of requests. We get a lot of requests from schools and teachers asking us to go in and talk to students about digital responsibility. Unfortunately, our team is really limited. We've only got 5 of us, and there's a lot of classrooms out there. So what we're trying to do is create some capacity for teachers inside the system, inside your own classes, to be able to teach I guess the basics of digital literacy and digital responsibility and citizenship. So when you come in here, you're going to see all kinds of different things. But we've broken it down, this resource site, into 7 or 6 strands. So media balance and well-being, privacy and security, digital footprint and identity, relationships and communications, cyberbullying and digital drama, and news and media literacy. So most of these are coming from one of 2 sources. The first one is Common Sense Media. Now, Common Sense Media is probably the world leader in creating digital resources. They do a lot of stuff outside of teaching and learning as well. They do film reviews for families, and they'll rank appropriate age levels for different videos that are coming in. So Common Sense Media is really a great organization. You will require a free account but they are free, and you can create their Common Sense Media accounts in here. What we've done is we've taken all of these resources and broken them down. Oh, the other group that we use a lot, or you'll see in here a lot, is Media Smarts, and they're a Canadian group, and so they are really building a lot of media literacy resources as well for teachers and students and families. So when you come in here, and let's say I'm a grade 4 teacher, I can simply click on grade 4, and it's going to bring me in here and take me to those 6 strands or 6 themes. And let's say I want to teach cyberbullying. I've got some, or relationships and communication. So I'm just going to choose this one on cyberbullying. And what it's going to do, it's going to open up and bring us to a number of lessons or resources or all kinds of sort of other platforms that teachers can use to teach about and students can use to learn about digital literacy and digital citizenship. And you'll notice this one here is a lesson on Be a Super Digital Citizen. Some of them are simply one-off lessons and can do a great group, or sort of a great one-off, if you will. But some of them are sort of projects or ongoing themes lessons, and so you can do those. And there's even some digital literacy framework connections. You may not be familiar with the New Brunswick Digital Literacy Framework, but it's one that's being developed at the department. Our former boss, Matt McGuire, who's now Dr. Matt McGuire at UMB, is working on that and doing some research. But so you can see that there's some really great links in here, and you can go ahead and use these. So we tried to keep it simple. We picked the best ones. And what we would hope is that as teachers, throughout the course of the year, we would really be looking for teachers to deliver these lessons, sort of as many of them as you can, to cover those really necessary digital literacy skills for our students and help them develop those. So they are all sort of hiding in the back here. Well, not hiding, they're all sitting here ready for you to use. And we would, and if you're looking for some question or some support and just not quite sure how to get started with this, certainly reach out to one of our digital learning leads. I'll give you their names and email addresses here in a minute. So this really is our whole hidden vault of really great resources for teachers and students. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, and for teachers, students, administrators, and it is protected, so only New Brunswick teachers. You'll need your password and username to sign in, unless you're on a teacher issued laptop. But other than that, these are all free for teachers to use. Don't know if there's any questions. I'm going to open up the chat here and see. And there's Tracy. Tracy, you're very welcome. Good to see you here today with us. And so the final thing, I just want to let you know that this is our digital learning team. Again, Power School is Mark Michaud. So if you have questions specific to Power School, reach out to Mark. But our ASD-W digital learning team, who really look after all of this other stuff and can support you and your students both in planning, co-teaching, all kinds of other resources. Brenda Cameron is a rock star. Camerel Desjardins, Yvette Seeley, Wendy Thomas, and myself, Jeff Whipple. And any one of us can help you out. So if you happen to know one of us, or there's a familiar name in that list and you want to reach out, don't worry about what school you're at or what any of that stuff. Just reach out and touch base, and we'll be able to help you out. So that is Tech 20 Tuesday for today. Thanks for dropping by. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we will see you all again next week for another edition of Tech 20 Tuesday.